What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the shop. For today's project, we're going to be doing something fun, something I've been thinking about doing for a while. We're going to be doing a little bit of integration of electronics into one of our projects. The piece of material we're going to be using here is this beautifully gnarly figured maple burl, because you guys know how much I love this stuff. So let's get this over to the bandsaw and let's get started. Let's see if we can make something cool. Alright guys, so yesterday after getting this cut up, put the moisture meter on it. We were a little high. So I got this in the kiln overnight. Got it dried down to about 8%. We're going to be casting this open area here using the TotalBoat thick set. We're going mostly clear. I'm just going to do a dash of this interference indigo. It'll give us a little ghosting. First thing I'm going to do is get our mold sprayed here with some mold release. Drop our piece on in there. And I think for this one we're just going to throw an aluminum block on it to hold her down. And we'll get this poured. Excellent. Good casting. Alright guys, so we're going to be driving. I don't know if you can see it in there, my spurs in there with the Nova Chuck. And we're going to be maintaining our original center line, because this is the center that we used to cut the material out on our circle cutting jig. So as you can see, you know, as the resin forms to the bottom of that bucket mold, there's a differential thickness. And what we're really worried about is maintaining our material here. We don't really care so much about the resin on the outside. So we'll be maintaining our original center line. I just need to get this squared up so that we can get a faceplate on there. And that's where we'll start. We'll start by squaring this face off, and then we'll get this mounted on a faceplate using our centering jig. And then we'll go from there. Alright, we gotta start off pretty slow until we get this balanced. We'll work this resin off the outside edge. Try and balance her out some. Alright, just pretty well rounded out. Now we'll square up the front. I'd say that's flat enough, especially in the middle. Cool. Let's get a faceplate on that. Alright, so we're going to try and maintain our original center. We're going to be using the Duke of the Heritage faceplate alignment tool to get that done. This will help index us. back to where we need to be. And we'll keep the screws from pulling us one way or another. Really cool line. I think that's going to be it for the bottom. Get this flipped around. Start forming the top side. That's a pretty nice clean cut. I gotta figure out what we're gonna do with this bark inclusion. I don't know that I want a big old hole in this piece. So let me think on that. Figure out what we're gonna do to fix something. All right, guys, so we got this sanded out to 1000 grit manually, quite thoroughly. We're gonna move on to Brad's Workbench extra fine sanding paste, and this should bring us in to our final polished state, at least for the resin, and then we'll go from there. It's not done, but we're gonna check it out anyway. All right, so here's the piece, guys. I really hope you like it. The Burl figuring is amazing. We got some really nice clarity in the resin. I hope you guys can see and appreciate that little bit of ghosting of color that we can get out of there without really taking anything away from the wood. So yeah, really just hoping you guys like this. But the reason it's not finished is because all the way back at the beginning of the video, I told you we were going to be integrating some electronics and doing some new cool kind of stuff. And we're still going to do that. I picked up quite a few different circuits and components for testing, and none of them really hit my quality standard. So I had to do a little bit of research. I made contact with a company that's willing to do some work with us after jumping through some hoops and developing a relationship with them. We developed out something that is probably going to work on this project and projects like it moving forward. So we're going to have to do a part 2 in doing the integration of that. But they did actually send me some test videos and things along that line. So I think we're going to do well moving forward. I'm not going to let the cat out of the bag just yet as far as exactly what we're doing. So stay tuned for part 2. I will leave you guys slow rollers at the end of this, and I just want to say products used, there will be discount codes for Starbond and for TotalBoat in the description of this video, as well as a discount code for Brad's Workbench, abrasive paste, and tongue wax finish. So do be sure to check that out. Give this stuff a try. It works really well, and I hope you can see that in the finish of this particular part and a lot of the others that I've made in the past. I love you guys. I'll see you on the next one.